Hello, this is a tutorial on how to build a complete online store in 5 minutes using the 5-minute e-commerce library from Gilmore Software Development. Now this template contains the basic things to make a web page work. So I will start out by adding the reference to the style sheet. So we'll just drop this in right here, and next I'm going to drop in the shopping cart library, which is right here, and I start out by adding a script section in here now. Script and var scart equals new shopping cart. Okay, this will create the shopping cart itself. So this tutorial will use PayPal as the payment processor. So we need to set up the business, and this will be sandbox@paypal.com. And normally you would use your own business for this, but for the purposes of this tutorial, this is what we want to do. So now we need some inventory to add to your online store. So we're going to say scart inventory add, and we need an inventory number. And what you call the number is up to you. In this case, we're going to use Ink Garden, quote, comma, quote, and the title will be Ink Gardener Sumi A. Okay, next we need to put in the price. So in this case it's $49.95. Now we need to add a longer description. In this case I don't want to bother, so I'm just going to copy and paste this in, but this is for the display of the cart itself so that people can see a much longer description. And then finally we need a URL so people can see what the image looks like. So I have this already prepared, so I'm just going to paste it in right here, but it's just a JPEG is all it is. And now I just put a parentheses, and that's how we've added the first inventory item. Now I have a second inventory item because just a store with one item isn't very fun. So we're just going to create another item just like we did for the first item. So next comes the visual part of your store. This is where your items will actually show up. So we're going to create a div tag, and the ID of this tag will be the first inventory item. So Ink Gardener, or Ink Garden, sorry. And then we add a dot and the word item, and we close our div tag just like that. So the second one will be exactly the same as the first one. I'm just going to copy and paste this in. Okay, so it's the iPad cover dot item. So the last element I want to put in here is the cart button. Now in this case it's a button just because it's really easy to do, but you can use an image tag. So we use onClick, and we do scart show, and the value is show cart. just like that. Now we just press the run button, and if I did this right, everything should show up, and it does. So notice here we have the Ink Gardener Sumier, the iPad cover, and the Show Cart button, which you can't see because it's hidden. Okay, let me move this up a little bit here. Okay. Alright, let's move this up a little more. There. Well, hang on. Okay, so if we click the Buy button, notice my shopping cart pops up, and it already shows a quantity of 2 because I was playing with this earlier today, so we'll make it equal to 1. We'll click the Continue button, and now we'll buy an iPad cover, and then we can check out, and this would take us to PayPal. I hope this works. Looks like it's going to. There we go. And now, as you can see, we have PayPal showing us 2 items that we just purchased, and we would just continue to check out. I hope you found this very helpful to you, and thanks for watching.